15 scary ghost videos too intense to sit through twice. Now I can't lie, a lot of these titles, they clickbait, bro. A lot of these videos are just video fillers. They're not even that scary, but we're gonna see.
15. A man is traveling down a road in Indonesia when his path is blocked by a small child.
See, that's insane. Like, that's easily edited, or it's gotta be real. It's only between, bro.
He stops just in time, only to
Like, bro, look how it just appears, bro. Like,
he stops just in time, only
That's
to
crazy.
find the person has vanished. It looks like a little girl with slumped shoulders and all of her hair in front of her face. He gets off his motorcycle to look around for her, perhaps worried that he knocked her back into the woods, and then this happens.
dog. See, I wish I could experience something like this, so I could be like, yeah, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you just know this type of stuff can actually happen. Like, that's insane, bro. How does she just pop right back up like that?
She appears for only a split second
Like,
and then
look at that,
disappears.
bro. No
I
way
understand
that's-
why he would get off of his motorcycle.
If that's real, that's
If he was
crazy.
worried about her safety and wanted to look for her. But if this were real, then why did he run away instead of climbing back on his motorcycle? Scared or not, I think most people would have climbed back on their bike and taken off. So
I
I'm not so
guess.
sure about this one.
I don't know.
She
That's,
also
bro.
kind of
I mean, you see some. I mean, I guess, but like, if you just see some pop up into existence in front of you, I'd probably run too. Like, that's just fight or flight right there, bro. Like,
looks like the girl from The Ring.
but that's
So
crazy
maybe
though.
this is just CGI.
Number
Probably
14.
is.
A forest and nighttime is a terrible combination. That's what these men find.
You see, this is why I'll never go into these type of buildings, bro. See something like this, then like you walk up a little closer and it hits the corner and it's gone. You go around the corner and there's nowhere to be seen. Yeah, you can miss me with
When
that,
they
bro.
set out into the area jungle in the darkness, Facebook user Kaiser Sharam shared this video of a peaceful walk through the moonlit forest. Just kidding. This is anything but peaceful. A couple minutes into the footage, a man points out something lurking amongst the trees, similar to another entry in this list. It appears like a woman with long black hair dressed in white. They keep their distance, only pointing out the figure to the camera. Later, they follow her into an abandoned building. Her long hair disappears around a corner. When they turn the corner, she's vanished.
See, that's insane, bro.
They search through the dark building, but don't cross paths.
What do you even do in this type of situation, bro? Like, I'm gone. That's it. Like, I'll go explore, bro. But as soon as I see some paranormal stuff, that's it. GG. Wrap it up,
with
bro.
her again.
I'm not playing with that stuff.
Until they enter the dark and expansive forest, they spot a strange figure. It's not the woman, but appears to be something wrapped in a white sheet. When the man approaches to peer inside, the thing moves. What is it? Could it be some sort of ceremonial figure? Left to
Yeah,
these
y'all
men by
got
the
it, bro.
dark-haired witch? Whatever it is. It bows to the man again as he probes it and then walks away. What do you think this might be? What's inside? I don't think I would unwrap this gift.
Hell no.
Number 13.
A YouTuber named Steve Huff records what he suspects could be a paranormal sighting.
I've seen this video, bro, a long time ago. Bro, like, that light is blinking. That's paranormal 101, but it's like you can see a shadow right here, bro. Like, that's so
At
crazy.
the Longleat House in England.
You see that,
built
bro?
in the late 1500s, a spirit descends the steps and then continues
at
to
that.
walk in midair in heavy, plodding footsteps. Some people are claiming that this is some kind of hologram projection, while others say this is real. If you've ever been to the Longleat House in England, then let us know if this is just a tourist attraction, so we
That's
can settle
crazy.
the rumors once and for all.
Could be
Number
edited,
12. Late night CCTV footage has caught a possibly real ghost sighting at this YouTuber's place of work. Out of the shadows emerges a mysterious pale apparition that seems to briefly look into the room as it walks back into the shadows. It wears a white dress with an extra small waist, that was popular during the 1800s.
As you can see, let me turn
The
my face cam
uploader
on.
later found out this place used to be an old Victorian orphanage, so the look of the ghost
Crazy.
does coincide with the history
Like
of
it's
the
looking right at the camera, bro.
haunted building. Whether or not you believe him will determine how eerie this footage is.
You know what's interesting about these type of things, bro? Like, these gotta be real, bro. Like, there's no way every single one is fake. Like, every single paranormal video is fake. There's no way every single one is. There's gotta be some real ones, bro. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
that's just
believe him,
crazy.
though.
Number 11.
Not every old creepy basement is dark and haunted, but some are. And this one certainly could be.
This guy better not
Going
run into a
down there
ghost
gets
face to face.
scarier every time, because paranormal activity is always
These
on
videos
the
are the
rise.
worst.
The creepy things down here always start with a ghost slamming the door.
Who's there?
At 41 seconds, he gets his reply in the form of a bizarre, twisted figure caught on camera at 41 seconds.
Face to
A
face.
physical manifestation of the ghost in the basement, which he so fears. It seems to be bound tight in a cloak, and I can just barely make out two white eyes. The ghostly presence is caught on video, but not in real life.
Oh,
and so
shoot.
a timid
Okay.
investigator keeps exploring the haunted place. Not for long, though. His mission will be abandoned shortly. He is about to flee.
No, let me find out he sees it.
Why is the ball moving?
He questions
Damn.
aloud what his eyes are seeing as a ball is caught moving by itself, or more accurately,
That's
like
crazy.
a ghost has pushed it. This could easily be done with the pull of a string, but that still doesn't explain the ghost sighting caught on tape earlier.
Number 10.
Have you ever seen something out of place reflected in the window? Posted to the haunted subreddit by Please Recycle Those. This Redditor did, and he is wondering what these are. The Redditor explains in the comments that his dog heard a sound downstairs, so he followed the dog down with the camera rolling. As he is panning across a dining room area,
Where's it at?
when he captures his own reflection in the window,
Right.
panning past, something strange is reflected behind the cameraman in the window reflection. The Redditor is wondering if it's an arm.
That's
Some
not-
in the comments
what?
say it could be a
I'm
ponytail,
blind
but
right
the
now.
Redditor has short hair. Others think it's a fast-moving
Oh,
ghost.
right
or
away. Okay, I seen that. For sure. Let me see that again.
and say it could be a ponytail, but the Redditor has short hair. Others think it's
Damn.
a fast-moving ghost
crazy.
or something leaving the scene. What do you think it is? Whatever
You know what? I can't lie, bro. It would be sick to go explore a haunted house, bro. I would never do it alone. Like some of these dudes, bro, be doing it alone. You got a death wish, bro,
it
doing
might
that.
be,
I can't lie.
it'll knock your socks
But
off.
I definitely do it.
Number
I'd
9.
be up for it. I just got to be in a group of
Vickers
like
Hill
at
in
least
Northern
3.
Ireland
At
has a
least.
twisted history, and a piece of this history may have been caught on video. A bit of backstory. The footage shows a shadowy figure in Georgian attire cross the street around noon near the Church of Ireland Cathedral. Normal looking enough at first, that is, until it vanishes into the wall of the grounds opposite
There's
the
a-
cathedral.
There's a haunted hotel at downtown? I have never heard of that, bro. Hey, I'll do it. Like I said, I'll make a, you know what I'm saying? I'll go ghost hunting, bro. I'll get my little cameras that sense like heat signatures, the ones that like make lines on every, like you'll record like a hallway, there's no one there. It pops up like lines, like showing like a figure. I'll do all that, bro. But like I said, doing it alone? No. No, I'm not gonna get dragged down the hallway by myself.
The ancient city of Armagh has a rich Georgian history, so the dress is befitting of the
Yeah, it was an asylum before.
area.
Bro, like I said, I'll do it. But like I just can't be alone.
According to the man
I gotta have
whose
at least
grandmother
2
caught
others
this
with me.
on camera,
I have
she
to.
was still hyperventilating from the shock of seeing the ghost.
That's crazy.
If
I didn't
you
even
saw
know
what
that.
appeared to be a solid figure
Number 8.
Could be.
While on a dirt road leading to a graveyard, this ghost hunter was hunted. Published by Scary and Mysterious Stuff in October of 2021, he casts his flashlight around in the trees while walking through the darkness. After a while, he starts hearing strange noises.
How do you do this
Is that a
alone,
cacophony
bro?
of animals or something else?
I could never.
As the ghost hunter continues, he rounds a tree to see this robed figure standing not far off. The
Bro, see what I'm saying? Bro, this is what I'm talking about. You see that and you're by yourself? I don't care if you have a weapon on you. Bro, I might pass out. I'm sorry. Hotel Park Central? I bet. I'm gonna write that down, bro. Like I said, I would be 100% down to go explore a haunted building. I just can't be alone. But that'd be sick. I didn't even know that was a thing.
The figure is very still and seems to have a
Yeah, see, that's ridiculous, bro. That is ridiculous. I see that thing, bro. Till you don't, bro. I'm sorry.
light cast on its face. The ghost hunter doesn't stick around a second longer.
I don't care if it goes through you, bro. But that looks edited as hell. I can't lie.
He takes off running. Did he narrowly escape this horrific fate? Was he about to become a sacrifice?
That's
I
what
think
you
he
get,
may
bro,
have
for
walked
doing it by-
into a
going by
scary
yourself.
ritual. Number
That's what
7.
you get, bro.
Have you checked your home security cameras? You'll want to after seeing this video. Published
Was
to the
that the
Chills
ghost?
Narrator subreddit by SirPenguin09. The Redditor explains that everyone was at the hospital visiting his cousin on June 22nd. No one was
So
home.
that was the
But when they
ghost.
checked their
Damn.
security footage, this is what they found. The clip shows a blur of something walking past.
That's scary.
While the visual isn't clear, it's definitely a human figure.
That
Sir
gives me the
Penguin
chills
goes on to
seeing
say
that.
all doors were locked, all windows were
Damn.
safeguarded, and that no other security cameras around the house caught any movement. So if this is a person, how did he get in? And if not, how will this Redditor get him out? Many in the comments are just as perplexed as Sir
I wouldn't know what to
Penguin,
do
but
if I did
Redditor
that.
Too Low
That's why I won't
40
even
sums
test
it
it.
up best, writing.
Like I'll never set up a camera in my house. At the chance I see something like that, bro. I'd rather just not know.
Ghost or home invader. The thought of whatever this is walking through your home is absolutely
Yeah, you got it, bro.
terrifying. Number
That looks
6.
like a person though.
Do you hear that haunting melody? And maybe the vocalizations of an actual ghost?
What's that loud ass noise?
Posted by Charger30, he heard screaming from a distance. He saved the video and later heard the haunting singing as well. Redditor Wubbelubbit Dubbity Doo in the comments writes, obviously we have to take the audio with a grain of salt because it's possible someone
Right.
was hidden in the building. That being said, I hear the screams and sleep freaky AF. The same Redditor later notes in the thread that the uploader basically caught an EVP. He also remarks that he too hears the footsteps or something moving nearby. The uploader states that he tried to stay as still as possible, and that he would also consider this
Why
an
do you
EVP,
do this
as he did
alone,
not hear
bro?
the singing in real
Why?
time. Redditor quite fast agrees that the singing sounds like a lullaby. The Redditor tried to isolate the woman's
You're
voice
just
and added
asking
a
to
clearer
die, bro.
clip to the thread.
You're asking for it.
The humming voice sounds even spookier with the audio
Yeah, you
cleared
got
up,
it, bro.
and it's quite fast notes. You can almost hear the words safe and sound. Do you feel safe and sound after watching this video?
Hell no.
Number 5. Uh-oh, the hand is reaching out from the other side. YouTube channel It's Jammer shares this creepy video that'll give you nightmares. The clip's original source is Instagram account Spikers.
Les di cuarto. Sí, hágale, hágale. Uy, marica, venga. Ñero, rápido.
Wow.
Marica, perro, lo grabé, ñero, lo grabé, venga.
That's wicked.
That was a hand, a child's hand. Look more closely, and yet there's no one there.
Marica, perro, lo grabé, ñero, lo grabé, venga.
This is just one of the many terrifying things that have occurred in the Instagrammer's house. Personally, I think his footage is some of the creepiest of its kind. Number
It
4.
kind of is. That's
YouTuber
another
named
thing. Like,
Joe Hall takes to
I
the
haven't seen
streets in
something like
search
that,
of the
bro.
supposedly supernatural, black-eyed ghost children who come out at
See-
3 a.m.
see, these dudes are smart. I mean, yeah, they out at 3 a.m., you know, trying to die, but they a group, you know what I'm saying? So they can protect each other, they can fight back. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
This trek
the
eventually
right time
turns
to
into
do
a
it.
long walk along the railroad tracks in the middle of the night. They are just about to give up when one of them spots a small piece of white fabric flapping in the bushes.
Oh my god. What is that thing?
We gotta get out of here, man.
That thing right there, you see it?
Yeah, well, why are we here?
Let's
though?
go. Let's go.
From the shadows
oh, hell no. Yeah, see, I'm sorry, bro. That guy has a death wish.
comes a person draped
That guy wants to die.
in a white gown, just like the
You running at me like that too? Oh yeah. You gonna catch these? You know what I'm saying? You catching these hands? Are you catching this bullet? I ain't gonna
legends
lie.
say.
Bro, look at that. I mean, unless this is like fake, you know what I'm saying? But like, bro, you running at me? You catching this bullet?
However, I think there's probably a strong chance
You
that this
catching
was
this
one
bullet?
of their friends because it pretty much looks and runs
Has to be, bro. Yeah, it has to
like
be.
a normal person in my opinion.
Bro, you let him get that? Yeah, bro. He's catching this bullet. Simple, bro.
It's following them for a while, but then it disappears
Yeah, but this looks fake
at
though.
exactly 11 minutes and 3 seconds, which is strange, though it could be achieved
Like
with
he
some
running with
simple
no type of
editing.
urgency.
They reach their ride a minute later, and shortly before they peel off, this white piece of fabric flaps behind them. Maybe I was wrong about my earlier assumption about this being made up. Unfortunately, we never do get to see its face to tell if the eyes were fully black like the legend says, or not.
Number 3.
Like I said, bro, you come out the darkness, bro. Run at me, you're catching this bullet. I'm
Jeremy
sorry.
Pulver NT says he's caught a real ghost encounter on video.
These security ones are always interesting.
Security footage of the mysterious event only leaves him all the more stunned in response.
Look at, do you see that there's nothing by the wheels or anything? You can see it on an angle.
And that hose is way over there.
You see it on the angle?
Yep.
Dude, what the
Damn.
He and his friends suggest the container is leaning over like somebody is holding it. At 35 seconds, there's a ghostly footprint moments before the object falls over on its own, and they react as expected. Common
Damn.
sense would suggest that the container tipped over because it was overfilled except for one thing. They've been filling this container with water for years, and everyone knows exactly how much it holds. This is strange to say the least, and with almost
That's
75,000
weird.
views,
That's crazy.
almost no dislikes, and all his friends backing him up, it's definitely worth looking at. I think it could be one of the wheels on the bottom coming loose, or a small hole opening up
And all
on
the wheels look
side
good,
we can't
though.
see. But with that said, a haunted garage is not completely out of the question. Number 2.
Could be.
Ghostly girls are enough to scare a pack of boys at night. Published by L. Kevin in November of 2017, the title in Spanish reads, "A ghost girl gets out in Mexico's Pantheon." The video begins with a bunch of guys running off and shining a flashlight towards some trees. It's unclear what they've seen there, but they start shouting in Spanish over towards that area. One of them carries a large stick, likely as protection to use against whatever they saw there. As they continue to shout, the camera moves to one of the guys who's sitting on the ground, and when it turns back up again to the spot, there's a shadowy figure on the wall of the building. It appears to be a long-haired girl with her head tilted. They start walking away down a side road. Then one of them starts shouting and they all start running. Although it's unclear what they saw, whatever it was must have been frightening enough to hop a fence to escape. As E. Mendez in the video's comments wrote, "The one who searches finds." These boys found what they were looking for. I bet they won't
Yeah,
dare
y'all playing
search
with it,
again.
bro.
What is going on
Yeah,
here?
y'all got it.
There must be a story to explain what is happening here. What's interesting about this image is the ghostly figure it showcases. What we're seeing here is I've got a challenge for you.
Why did he post
Since
that?
you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit to my Instagram at Dylan is
That was-
chillin'
bro, why did he post
and tap
that?
follow button to find out.
It wasn't even an ad. He just
Number
threw that in
one.
there.
A YouTube channel called
See, bro, cemetery. Bro, you got it, bro, and you look like you alone
Exploring
too.
with Eric waits until 3
Yeah, you're ridiculous. At 3 in the morning, you want to die.
a.m. to communicate with the other side at
He
a
doesn't wanna go
cemetery
home.
in Japan. He sets up the spirit box and waits to be contacted. They soon sense the presence of a lonely ghost and a single word comes across their equipment. Apparently, the spirit understands its surrounding and knows exactly where it is.
Japan.
It said
Yeah.
Japan.
Japan.
The spirit box continues to chirp out static until the waves clear
See,
and this
I'll do this too. I'll bring one of these thingies. You know what I'm saying? I'm down.
phrase comes out. What they're jealous of, I'm guessing, is the fact that Eric is still alive. They probably should leave by now, but curiosity compels them to stay put until the camera goes out of focus, almost like somebody is very near, maybe even in front of them. And I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
sure, but I
crazy.
think I hear the name Eric spoken in a thick Japanese accent. More spirits seem to find Eric, and by the end of the video, an invisible congregation has formed all around him, and he finds himself is surrounded by hushed threats and whispers of regret.
Like, why does it always have to be I'll kill? Like, why? Man, where are the happy goes, bro? Like,
I think this voice is real, because the spirit box only gets a little bit of activity at first, and finishes with a chorus of voices.
yeah, bro. Like I said, a lot of these dudes, bro, they want to die, bro. They be going exploring, doing all this type of stuff by themselves, bro. The only time I have ever done something like that, bro, I went to go explore a tunnel, bro. But that was just me, a dude, two dudes too. We went. It was one of these big tunnels, like back. It's in the heights somewhere. I forget exactly where it's at, but it's behind a hotel complex, and it's guarded by like a big gate, bro. And it's a weird gate though, because it's super heavy, and you need like a team of like 3 or 4 dudes to lift it up because it's so heavy, and you have to throw something underneath it to keep it propped up. So what we did is we threw a basket underneath it, bro. That was probably the scariest one I ever did. We threw a basket underneath it to keep it propped up. And it's crazy. It's scary when you go under that gate because it's so heavy. You think it's going to crush the basket because of how heavy it is. But luckily we were good. So we go into that tunnel, bro. The first time we went, we was unprepared. I don't know why we did it. We had a death wish too, bro. We had like our phone lights that went like 2 feet in front of us. We couldn't even see. That one was scary because we heard like a scream, bro. Now it could have just been like, I don't know, but we heard a scream. That's how we came back like a couple times after to do it. But we went into that tunnel, and when you go into that tunnel, it's flat, right? And then it goes into a decline right away. Like it goes down like 15 feet, and then it goes into the tunnel even more, so you can't like see deep into it. It makes it scary, bro. So we go into that tunnel, bro. We walk for we were in there for a while, bro. We were in there for like 30 minutes just walking, but it got smaller and smaller. But it got to a point where, it kept going. It was possible to keep going, but it was like, we would have to have been like, because it shrunk like 3 or 4 times, but on that 5th shrinkage, we would have to have been like super hunched over. So we just gave up. But as we were walking back, we heard a scream. We ran, we booked it out. Never came back. But we came back, but then we came more prepared. A couple homies had a couple of weapons. I had a little machete on me. We had better flashlight, all type of stuff. But that time we didn't experience nothing or whatever. But that first time we heard that scream, hey bro, but that's what makes it fun though. But damn, yeah, dude, this shit is. These guys, bro, have death wishes, bro. I can't even lie.